Okay, a couple times I've been asked in the past, how do you get a nail into concrete? And I'm trying to nail this board in here to make a curb onto a concrete slab. So this is what's called a bang gun. This is the lower version. I think they have one with a handle that shoots itself. So what I mean by shooting, they come with these little, lack of a better term, little 22 rounds. They don't have a bullet in there obviously, but they have the same packing powder, gunpowder in there as a 22 round. And so they come in a box, and I always carry plenty of those. And then you have a nail, which in this case is, well, there's two different types, let me say it like that. So this little rubber thing, this bushing if you will, keeps the nail up inside of the gun until you're ready to bang it, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. They also come with like a circular type washer thing that's also orange, and so that would get pushed up into there until you get to the circular part. Actually, it doesn't even get pushed up in there, it just kind of sits in there. You put the nail down there, and then when you bang it, that circular section gets stuck on it. Actually, these little pieces get stuck on it too. Sometimes they fly away, sometimes they get caught up on the top of the head once it goes into the concrete. So these are concrete nails. They come in a box, as I showed you. These are 2.5 inch. So 2.5 inch minus 1 3/4 inches will get me probably about about 3/4 of an inch into the concrete, which is about what I want to get. You're not going to get much better than that anyway. So the idea is that you slide this nail up inside there. This little bushing thing holds it inside. I've already got one preset inside of there. And the very top of here, the chamber that opens up, is where the little bullet, the shell casing, goes, and it just sits in there flush. And then when you set it on the wood, it's spring loaded, and so you push down on it, let it go down there, and then on the top there you hit it with a hammer. I've used a hammer before. Sometimes you miss and you want to hit it the first time, so I do a little 2-pound sledge, which works a lot better, gives it more oomph for the money too when you hit it. So I'm going to try and actually set this up, because I don't have a cameraman, in such a way that you can watch how I do this. And obviously safety equipment, wear glasses for sure. Whoops, hammer. Wear glasses when you do this. So I prefer to do the two ends first and then the middle. And this is where I'm going to start. So what you saw me do was kind of like a shotgun. I just kind of did that number, which expels the shell. And so that's kind of what I've gotten used to doing over the years. And so the nail you see is almost down all the way. There's probably about 1/2 inch, not even quite 1/2 inch left. Same 2-pound sledge, nails it down all the way. As you can see, the little rubber bushing that was in there is flattened down by the nail head, and that's how it works. So I'll show you on the other end. Again, slides right inside of there. You push the tip in, you give it a round inside of the chamber, you set it down right there, goes flush, and then you push it up to the top. And you hold it in place, come down to where you want to do it, and I don't know if you can, it doesn't really matter if you see me hit it or not. Expel the shell. That's all there is to it. Again, we're about 1/2 inch high over here. And that gets it all the way down to where you can work with it. So I'm doing one in the middle too. That's about center right there. So that's 3 of them. Sometimes I'll do another one about midway between those and about midway between those if I feel like the other 3 haven't really set in well. If, in other words, if the concrete busted out below it by virtue of hitting with the nail, then I'll do a couple more. But in this case, all 3 went very solid into the concrete, so that's how I'm going to leave it. The only thing I'm going to do different is sometimes I'll toe nail just a regular nail or a 3-inch screw into the side there, and on that end also. But in this case, I don't even believe that's necessary. So I'm ready to build up the curb at this point, and that's how you use a bang gun for your concrete.